Can you hear my voice? Okay, great. So are you seeing the feed well, or is it just the sound of the feed that is giving you some trouble? So you can't hear the sound well, but you can see the video footage well. Okay, great. All right, just attach a question that you have to anyone on the video, and or you could send me via email. Go to the back end of the channel, or you could send a question via email, and I will look at it. And you think that's a wise idea? All right, so I'm pretty much just testing the software. If you want to see this video, it is on the channel. Just go to the channel, the playlist on the channel, and you should be able to find it with great ease. Okay, I'll be doing HSB come September, but I'd like for you, if there is any notes or paper, could send please. Okay, come September, we should be having our online school is pretty much being prepared. So we are going to be having that type of information over there. The fee is pretty low, lower than I think you would have a face-to-face class. So if you have interest in that, you could pretty much send us a mail, and we could, of course, link you to the content. There you will find past paper, the notes, live teaching, everything should be there. But for now, if you access our channel, you will find pretty much notes for everything. The thing about HSB come September, just let me just pause this video here. The thing about, give me a second, let me just pause this video. All right, great. So that is out of the way. So we're going to just talk a little bit about September. I'm very happy that I have someone for September online. Now, come September, we're pretty much in the process of preparing the website for September. It is TCP Academy. So on the TCP Academy, you are going to find notes, videos to include animation, past papers that are answered, past papers that are blank, pretty much a guide, and there are many different offerings. You could choose to take the year course, you could choose to take a topic, you could choose to take pretty much a past paper. So it is up to you on how you decide to spend your money that you'll be able to take these courses. Another thing that is on the menu for September, I didn't make mention of labs, we have all the labs there. September, for those persons who are doing human and social biology, for the first time, human and social biology will be having a SBA component. Now, the SBA component is, I don't know if you've ever heard about environmental science, but it is somewhat like the environmental science IA. Now, that is going to take up a little time, probably field trip, probably videos. I'm not too sure where we're going to be going with that, or if COVID is going to give us some break that we can get that done. Now, I'll be doing some work on the new syllabus for September. We're pretty much aware that the new syllabus is in effect for those persons who are in grade 10. So for those persons who have interest in doing human and social biology and biology and biology for September, it might be early days for you to sign up, but of course you'll be ahead of the pack. You'll be ahead of the pack. The content, if you sign now, will go right up until exam next year. So it doesn't really matter if you sign early or late, nothing will change. All right, so like we said, we're going to be making that bit of information available. The terms of payment and all that will also be available. So persons, yes, the syllabus is online. The syllabus is online. All you need to do is type in the new HSB syllabus. What makes it different than the one that was before? I think it has a blue cover, while the one that was before is black and white. And this is Anai. He's always here teaching with me. One. Yes, my friend. Hi, Amoy. I'm testing a new software to see if I can, of course, share my content on screen and, of course, talk at the same time. So the persons who are differing will be doing the new syllabus. the persons, I think CXC spoke to that on the broad topic. I I really don't remember what was said, but CXC did address it in one of those vlog that I did from CXC earlier when they were looking at what they are going to do for the exam. So I really don't remember, but what I know for most cases, persons who choose to differ this year, it is going to be upon them to find themselves a school or an institution to continue their learning next year. It is not by default for most. It's not by default for most institutions. It's not by default for most institutions that persons will be going back to school. So you want to ensure that you would have had that plan in place so that you will be ahead of the pack. There are new textbooks on the market for the new syllabus. So if somebody is selling you an old textbook, it might not be a good idea to buy that textbook if you are going to be doing the HSB syllabus. I have a copy of the new textbook here, but I will not show it to you because of marketing terms. I'll be in touch with the publisher of the book. As you know that we are badly in need of course, sponsors for our show to ensure that we can continue reaching those persons in the nook and cranny of the Caribbean. But there's, of course, new textbook in the bookshop for the new HSB syllabus. So if you're going to get a new old HSB syllabus, it might not be the best idea, as a new syllabus comes with an entire chapter. As a new textbook comes with an entire chapter on the SBA, and it also comes nicely decorated. I mean, this book is like a real nice, pretty, wonderful book. I think I really like it. This textbook comes with a glossary. It comes with a glossary that really color coded and all of that. I think I really like it. It also comes with internet support for interaction. So that might be nice for a lot of persons. But I really like the book. The thing about the book is that it's much larger than the book that we had last year. Some of the pages are colored. Diagrams are all colored. It looks really nice. It looks really, really nice. Ask me, it seems to be a little more student-centered than The Sage on the Stage, the new book. And they are saying so just the same. But I really like the packaging of the book. I really like the format. I really like the many activities that you can find in the book. Of course, we have some stuff that were always there, but there are some new diagrams to the textbook. I haven't seen a new diagram for biology or HSB for a while, but I have a new copy. This one is pretty much straight from the publisher. This is not a bookshop book that I have here. So it's straight from the publisher. It's just that I can't tell you the name now. All right, so as soon probably as next week thereabout, we have some talk. We can talk about that. Just come to say hi. All right, thanks, Jay. We're not having really a class this evening. I was actually running those live on genetics, trying to test this new software to see if we could actually carry the content online, and at the same time, I'll be able to see you. Many persons have been asking about, sir, we can't see the paper, we can't do that type of a thing. So we're trying our best. The last time we tried with OBS and it pretty much shut down the system, and there was a major lag when person tried to talk to us then. So because of that, we just aborted that, and again, we are trying other softwares to see how best we can reach you. And then there are other platforms that we're looking at, right, where you can access what you want to access whenever you want to access that type of a thing. And we need you guys to come on over, watch the videos, subscribe, and all of that. And we need some of you guys over TCP Academy. All right, for September, we need some of you guys over by TCP Academy. Can we play Kahoot? Oh wow. I wouldn't have the time to do Kahoot this evening. I don't know if anybody else would love to play Kahoot. So you have been playing Kahoot online, Kahoot it online. Wow, interesting. So you have been using the resources are available. I like that. What class are you in, Jay? Jay, what class are you in? What class are you in? All right, just took down that there. You don't want to encroach anybody's space. Oh, I'm in fifth form from fifth form, graduating this year. Oh, great. So you're moving on to sixth form or college. How are we for Monday? Are we ready for Monday? Everybody's comfortable. Exam starts on Monday. Everybody's fine. Or tuning in from Guyana. Okay, Kelly. Hi, welcome. I'm just saying hi like everybody else. Or you're moving on to college. All right, great. Remember, when we move on to college, we should not only confine our dreams to our country or our community. We must always remember that we live in a global space. So whatever that we're going to study, we want to pretty much pick up something that is marketable across the world. Now, education in itself is changing. What we're doing in the Caribbean, for some of the countries, it's the old method of teaching, and there are advances in education that we have to look at. All right, so congrats. I do hope that all will be well. I am looking forward to see you guys after exam on Monday or next week. Just to just have a drop shoulder, talk about it, and of course get ready for the following day. It won't be long, and of course we're going to be putting out content using this platform if it is working well for you. I am watching it on my phone here just to have an idea of what you are seeing. And to me, I think it's workable. We need some more things. We need ring light and all of those. So we're going to be looking at that as well. My exam doesn't start until Thursday. Well, that's going to be true for some persons. I think they said they have history and some other exam on Monday, or TVET and something like that. So yes, some persons' exam will start a little later, right? But you want to ensure that you're putting it all for the time that you have available. Anyhow, I'm going to be up and out. I'll see you guys around. It was nice having you. My first exam is on Thursday. Hi. All right, great. Great. So all the best in your exams. Please ensure that you just be a little confident. Don't get too anxious. It is an exam. Read, have enough water, get enough rest. Ensure you have pencils, sharpener, eraser, preferably your geometry set, calculator. Just try to make it to the exam early. Make sure that you would have read the exam instruction that is on your timetable. I think you got a timetable. Make sure you know where your exam center is, right? Make sure that you get to the center early, and make sure you get to the center as prepared as you can be. My first exam is on Thursday. Oh, great. Not sure I'm ready for biology though. All right, the truth is, like I said in the last live I had, that the only time that we are sure that we are ready for the exam is after the exam. Then we can say whether we're ready or not. But I say to everyone, just keep doing what you can do. Look at the past papers. Make sure that the labs were good. Or make sure that the labs are good. I have some labs, some 30 odd books to mark now. The labs are good. Once that is out of the way, the past papers are good. I uploaded several past papers in excess of 4 months now. So you should have the past papers all under your belt. So now you're working on paper two, and with paper two comes the broad topic. Now we don't know what will be on the paper, but if we do enough of the paper one past paper, then we don't need to think much outside of the realm of the broad topic. When we get to the broad topics for the particular subject, we want to ensure that we are investing some time in that. Now, we already know at least 3 questions that will be on the HSB paper. And the 3 questions at the back is going to be somewhere from disease, pollution, be it pollution in the sense of sewage. You might look at sewage, you might look at water treatment, you are going to look at genetics. So these are usually questions at the back of the paper. So we already know those. So if there's anything that we're wonder what it will be, make sure that you have disease lock. Make sure you have genetics are all taken care of. Make sure you have water and sewage all tucked in. And if you do that, I think the rest will take care of itself. The first part of the paper, you know that you are going to see some section A based on what the broad topic said. I thought I was ready until I attempted a past paper without the textbook. And let me tell you something about that. Your brain will trick you, see? Your brain will trick you. The fact that you were practicing and you have actually employed my 500 pack rule, where you have your 500 pack paper, and you're answering those questions and using the textbook and answering those questions and so on. What will happen is that when you divorce yourself of that textbook, then naturally the brain is going to start to feel lazy. I don't know, I can't remember, I need to get the textbook. But when you get in that exam and that rhythm really starts, it's just going to flow. You're going to remember. So it doesn't mean that you are nowhere. It doesn't mean that you should stop preparing. Continue to prepare. Continue to prepare with a strategy. So if you are using the broad topics to prepare, use the broad topics to prepare. And when you're finished, try to look at the questions that we have been doing. You see those single questions that we have been doing for the past papers where we just answer one question. So if you are looking like, so you're looking at photosynthesis, try to look at the photosynthesis question. Don't try to do everything on the paper. Master one section. Today I'm looking at photosynthesis. Tomorrow I'm looking at diffusion osmosis. The other day I'm looking at digestion, and you try to practice your questions like that, right? That will better help you to prepare. As you get about a week or two closer to the exam, then you can look at doing all the paper at once. But you really want to look at those topics. Look at the preparing for the exam topic by topic. One thing I suggest is that those topics that we have a good idea that they'll be there, make sure that you practice those questions, practice those questions, practice those questions. So no need to fear. Yes, I know that you're using your textbook to prepare, and that's a good thing. But after some time, it will be there in your subconscious. And when you get to that exam, it is going to come out. No need to be afraid. Anybody who is preparing for exam will sort of have this type of a problem. I had a student in class yesterday. We were doing wrapping up with SBA. This morning when I went to school, I heard that she was in the hospital last night. Panic attack. So she wasn't able to come in today because of panic attack. So really don't get to that point where you're all burdened down. I wonder if I'm going to pass. You're going to do well. You're going to do well. And CXC did say that I'm going to be really friendly with you this year. So there's no need to worry. All right? Just keep studying, call somebody and talk about it. Sorry, call somebody and talk about it. Call somebody and share a paper. There must be persons in your class that you can speak with. Do that. Have some fun. Don't just sit down and lock in a room and you're just in the book and on your paper. Find somebody that you can talk about a question with. Right? Even if you thought that you did not do well in answering the question, write down what you can remember. Right? Write down what you can remember. She's out of the hospital now, so she should be getting on well. All right, so if you attempt to answer that question, Amoy, and you can't remember anything, just write down what you can remember. And what you're going to find that as you start writing down things that you can remember, you're going to find that you start coding the question. So you start realizing, oh, I started writing about photosynthesis. And when I saw that leaf, it meant something different to me, right? When I saw the digestive system, it meant something different to me. Because it is from those errors that you are going to grow. If you are not making any error, then there's nothing to correct. So start making those errors. If you remember that show I had with the lawyer, and he said you are supposed to fail forward. So this is the time, Amoy, that you are going to be failing after you would have taken yourself off the diet of the book, then what is going to happen is that you're going to start to feel like a failure, but trust me, it's going to pay off. Trust me on that, it's going to pay off. All right. Try not to do too much of a long videos, lengthy videos. Try to do shorter videos. And we were very strategic when we started sending out those shorter videos so that you can, I don't need to look at enzyme, but I need to look at that. So you can concentrate on that part. All right. Great. I sent out a video recently. I think the video was on point of origin and point of insertion. And you saw the joints on it. Everybody saw the joints on that paper? That video? Remember the video? I could show it to you now if you wish. I just try and find it. All right, so I'm going for the video. All right, so I'm just going for that video just to look at how I think that we should be studying. If you don't need to know something or you know it already, just give it a break and just move on to something else, something that will help you. It doesn't mean that you have to keep studying from the start of the book to the end of the book. Just take your little time and deal with things. Start writing what you need to know, what you think you don't remember. What is it that I need to remember? Okay, I need to do this. This is going to be an exam more than likely based on the trend. This is going to be an exam, that type of a thing. All right, so got it?
No, I don't know about it.
Okay.
I don't know.
Friday evening at time I'm spending with my friends. No paper. All right, guys, I am going to
Stop.
I am going to show you the video. Just give me a second.
Nephron.
The nephron. All right, let me see what's here. Yes. All right, good night, Macmillan. Macmillan, I'm just testing a software here. I'm not really having some class. If you have a little question around, are you feeling scared or that type of a thing, we're just trying to shore up some support for class for those persons who have exams next week. I don't know what's happening here. All right, so I'm having some problem. All right, let me see what's on. Oh, my man. Oh, I am second guessing myself when I'm answering questions. All right, let me tell you. These are all normal things that are happening to you. They are happening to almost everybody who would be preparing for the exam. You want it really badly, so because you want it that much, then it's sort of normal for you to want panicking. It's more like panicking. Why am I getting this? So you're having this, I can't go for that now. I'm sorry guys, I'm trying to get a video for you, but for some reason, Google is not allowing me to get back into the channel. I can see the video, but I can't play the video. Just give me a second. Seems as if it's getting a little better now. All right, great. All right, I'm coming on over. Will I be able to see this? All right, great. So I remove that. All right, so the intent is that I'm going to share a screen with you. Share. It's going to be a Chrome. It's going to be that. Share. All right, can you see now? All right, so it's bolting very slow. All right, so let me see what you say in the chat until it's up. All right, your first answer is most likely your correct answer. Well, the best thing to do, is to write it down, and then you will know if that's your best answer. But I continue to say, stop acting as if it is CXC while you're practicing. All right? Don't be afraid to get it wrong now. Don't be afraid to get it wrong. All right, so remember, I keep talking about that 500 pack paper. You have that 500 pack paper, you are practicing, write it down somewhere or buy a big logbook or something and write it down. Keep writing. Don't just study as you would call it. Keep writing. All right, once you keep writing, then there'll be things there for you to check, and that is how you can pretty much measure your success. If you're not writing down anything, then there's nothing to measure. All right. You will grow from strength to strength as you write things down. All right, it's pretty slow. I'm not too sure if this is because of the software, but if you go to my channel, you'll find this video. Now, this video, somebody had asked me to do something on the skeletal system, and I think that most of the things on the skeletal system persons would have known, but for the point of origin and the point of insertion, for the point of origin and the point of insertion, that might have been a little difficult for a couple of persons. So I'll be storing That's great, Mark Miller. All right. For those persons who don't know, I am just going to go through it very, very quickly with you. The point of origin and the point of insertion, as it were, for the skeletal system. Now, when we talk about, most times when we are talking about it, we're talking about it in relation to the bicep muscle. So the bicep muscle is this muscle at the front right here, and it attaches to the radius with one tendon. However, it attaches to the scapula, that's a bone that is right around here, by two tendons. Now, when we talk about origin versus insertion, the point of origin speaks to the bone that moves the least. All right? So whichever bone that the muscle is connected to that moves the least, that bone is going to be the point of origin. I like to say that if we are traveling from Georgetown or wherever, I don't know the Caribbean, once we would have left that place, it's where we started, that's the origin. But where we are going could easily change because we could have probably a roadblock or we could have anything that causes a route to change. But where we are coming from remains the same, right? So the origin here doesn't change. If it does, it is but little. However, the point of insertion, which is pretty much here on the radius, will move very frequently. All right, moves more than the origin. So the thing about it is that the point of insertion moves more than the point of origin. So insertion is down here, origin is around here. So be reminded that the point of insertion moves more than the point of origin. All right, there was something else. I just wanted to run over this very quickly with you. I'll play the video for you. What's that? What did I do? Couldn't the elbow be a point of origin? But in comparison to what? I am very sorry. I think I probably need a better computer to push the audio. And that is why we have not been sending out the feed like we're doing now. I'm very sorry with the audio. All right, the thing about it, this video is on my channel, so you could just go over to my channel and watch this video. All right, look at these. So tell me the type of joints that you would have seen. I'm just going to give it to you again. See if you can quickly identify the joints. I think they would have loved that. All right, great. So let us see. So in comparison to the hand, what part of the hand? The elbow in comparison, because I'm moving my hand now, in comparison to what part of the hand? If you observe, I am moving here, but the scapula is not moving. So when we talk about it, I am in no way saying that the point of origin is only on the scapula, you know. Remember we spoke about bone moving most versus least. All right. So the first joint was the hinge joint. You would have seen that. There was a ball and socket joint. There was, of course, an hinge joint, ball and socket joint, but there were two other joints there. Everybody know the hinge joint, it moves in one plane. And then there is the ball and socket that goes somewhat 360. And there are two other joints. Don't remember? One is in the neck, and one is between the spinal column or at the wrist. All right, so we need to get familiar with those. I'm not going to be hanging out with you any longer. When next you see me, I'll have something to share, or I'll have something to share. All right. So until pivot joint, yes, there's a pivot joint there. Until next time, I want you to take, yes, pivot, good care of yourself, and just relax. Get some water, get some drink, enjoy the evening, watch a movie. All right, don't go too hard. All the best. I will check the feed to see what it was like on my side. Remember, we're just checking the software to see if it will work.